Hey, and I want to introduce our speaker today, and I want to give him a proper introduction because a number of years ago, Linda and I were, and we still attend the same church, the International Church of Las Vegas, but when we first met Pastor Joel Garcia at the time, he had quit his job working working in the penal system to dedicate his life to helping other people get to the next level. And so when I first met him, I was impressed at the fact that this guy's heart was to help other people. And so for the next number of years, Linda and I were able to sit underneath him and learning how to become a leader. He was the first person who actually, and I think I told everybody about it this last week, that he was the first person who told Linda and I that we were not well-rounded. And so,
in a nice way, I like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I gained 40 pounds. Yes, I was offended. I was hurt. Yeah, we're both like 50 pounds heavier.
I'll go around.
But so what we did is we started out. We were able to take his suggestions and become the leaders that we are now. He's always been a leader and a leadership development person in my eyes. He has always been a kind of person who has devoted his life to helping other people get to the next level. And now, post this pastoral role, he developed an organization called Latino Town Hall that once again helps the Latino community, and he's a part of many other organizations that I'm sure he'll tell you about. But I want you to put your hands together for one of the greatest leaders and leadership development people that I know of in the state of Las Vegas, Mr. Joel Garcia.
Yeah. Take you around to introduce me wherever I go.
Yeah.
Well, good morning to everybody. It's so exciting to be with you this morning. As he said, I have a background in law enforcement. I have a background in ministry. I'm still an ordained minister. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite things to do is to go to people's homes and marry them in their home in an intimate setting with their family and friends in the backyard in a barbecue. That's probably one of my favorite things to do lately. But anyway, let me tell you a little bit about Latino Town Hall. Latino Town Hall is a nonprofit educational leadership development organization specifically for the Latino community. That doesn't mean that I can go outside those lines, but I just felt doing some research, and my background, my parents are immigrants. They came here in 1960, so I'm a son of immigrants from Mexico and Jalisco, that this community needed empowerment. They needed empowerment. Their kids are doing poorly in school. Parents are coming here, they're not knowing the language, they don't know how to assimilate or to break into a system. Sometimes they're embarrassed. They need a little bit of help. So I designed this organization to take people from their potential to peak performance. How many of you guys know from potential to peak performance there's a big gap in between?
Yeah.
Well, that's where coaching and mentoring comes in. I have a master's degree in organizational leadership, mentoring and coaching. And so that gap in between requires a lot of mentoring and coaching, and that's one of our things. I'm an author of Life Coaching for Teens. We developed a book. It's more of a workbook. We actually did a conference with high school students at CSN where over 100 kids came out, and we taught them the principles of life coaching for teens. Basically, it's discovering identity. A lot of people don't know who they are. They're afraid to discover and go inside to find out who they truly are. So identity is very key. Developing character is we list the top 12 virtues for teenagers that I feel, and after doing a survey on Facebook asking all my friends and family members, what do you think are some of the greatest virtues that young people need to adopt, and I came up with the top 12 virtues for teens. The last one is living courageously is the last component of the book, where we talk about gifts, passions, and goal setting and pursuing and going into the future with courage. So that's Life Coaching for Teens. I'm actually writing my second book. That's a workbook. I don't consider that a book. I actually wrote a book called The Apostolic Canopy. It's a Christian book about the fivefold ministry. I'm actually writing, and I'm so excited about this next book. It's called Leader's Sphere, like a sphere, like a hemisphere, leader sphere. We all have a sphere that we are designed for. Now sometimes I may use some words from the Christian perspective, but we were designed for a purpose, each and every one of us. And once we can tap into those innate gifts that are given to us from our parents in our DNA, plus our experience and the